Fam, today is March 29th. We're officially 7 days away from my next bodybuilding show. Welcome to Peak Week. So Saturdays are normally a pretty busy day for me. It's where I respond to all of my one-on-one coaching clients' check-ins, hyping them up, giving them the feedback on their progress in the week before, and then making adjustments to their program for the week coming so they're always ready and set to stay on track with their goals. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, you can do that by hitting the link in my bio. But for right now, we're gonna get ourselves some breakfast made. We're gonna be doing a beef, rice, and egg bowl along with one of my absolute favorite things right now, which is cinnamon cookie butter or Biscoff protein puddings. I'm gonna show you exactly how to make this. First, let's get our beef and rice measured out. 80 grams of rice. Then for beef, we're gonna be doing 100 grams. 96.4 lean ground beef. I usually cook this 8 pounds at a time because I eat so much of this throughout the week. That's about 100. Cool. All right, so we've got our beef measured out, 2 pasture-raised whole eggs. We're gonna heat this up for a couple minutes and then get our eggs all cooked up. I don't measure fats that I used to cook with when I'm in prep. Normally you should, but I just want to put a little butter on there. I make up for this basically with all the Stairmaster that I do. So I got those eggs in there, gonna drop on some everything but the bagel seasoning. This has a little bit of sodium in it, so I can't go too crazy. And then a bit of a pro tip, if you have a lid, cover your eggs while they're cooking. It'll get you the perfect runny yolk while having the whites cooked. So I'm gonna have that in there while this beef is going. So I'm gonna show you guys this protein pudding I've been raving about. Follow me on Instagram, you know I post about this every single day. This has been such a godsend for me. It not only helps me hit my protein goal, but it also helps satisfy my sweet tooth because it tastes so good. And on top of that, it keeps me satiated, it helps keep me full. So it's really simple to make, but it's so good. You're gonna be doing basically just a 1/4 cup of Greek yogurt, and you're gonna add half a scoop of protein powder. I'm doing the cinnamon cookie butter or Biscoff flavored AHP Labs because I like the cinnamon. Also helps keeps you satiated, so dropping that on there. And then you're gonna add just a crap ton of cinnamon. Get tons of that on there. And then all you do is mix and you're good to go. You've got yourself an anabolic sweet treat. This is almost 100% protein. So before, I would just take the protein, 2 scoops in water, drink it, but that wasn't very satisfying. I was getting kind of tired of it. So I thought, okay, what is another way for me to get 50 grams of protein that's a little bit more satisfying for me? And I thought, you know what? Non-fat Greek yogurt is pretty much all protein. If I mix that with 1 scoop of protein powder, that's basically my 2 scoops right there. And I thought, you know, instead of having it all at once, I can break it up over the course of the day. Instead of having 1 giant protein yogurt bowl or protein pudding bowl, I now have 4 small ones throughout the day. So I have 1 after every meal. And it's really been so clutch in helping me stay satiated, curb my sweet tooth, non-fat Greek yogurt, EHP Labs, cinnamon cookie butter protein. The combination is to die for. Look at that, perfectly cooked. Just rest that right on top. Don't wanna crack that yolk. And then this is the next part. We're gonna add a little black pepper, smoked paprika, and then we're gonna add our sodium. You're gonna take 2 salt packets. That was 1, that's 2. At this point in my prep, pretty much all sauces have been taken out of my program, but starting Monday, all supplements will be out completely. But before we eat anything, I gotta show you guys, I've got a 17 pill morning vitamin regimen. I'm gonna show you guys everything I take and explain to you why I take it. So I'm gonna start with like the cognition and mood stack. So we got lion's mane, ashwagandha, magnesium, and xanthine. So each of these is gonna be responsible for basically managing my stress levels, lowering my cortisol. Magnesium is one of the most underdosed supplements, or where Americans are most efficient. So do one of those. Lion's mane, this is a mushroom extract. Most mushroom-based supplements are gonna be focused primarily on brain health, cognition, focus, that sort of thing. And then ashwagandha, of course, reducing cortisol, keeping you from getting too stressed mentally. And then we have things that are like healthy organ functions. That's gonna be things like omega-3 fatty acids, black seed oil, and this multivitamin. So this is a sport multivitamin. It's got basically everything I'm not getting in the rest of this year. 2 of those. Then omega-3 fatty acids, fish oil, 2 of those as well. This is good for healthy brain, liver, and kidney function. Black seed oil or cumin oil. This definitely helps with organ function, vitality, immunity. And then also vitamin D3, another supplement that is very underdosed or Americans are most efficient in, especially if you live in a place like Ohio where there's barely any sunlight. So very important also for testosterone production, healthy hormone production. Vitamin D3 is one of the most important supplements you can take. And then lastly, for gut health, we have some fiber to make sure I can poop because I'm not eating that much. And we got digestive enzymes to make sure I could digest my food better. So there's a lot going on here, but everything has a purpose. These are all gonna go down the hatch all at once, guys. Proof that it's gone. Yeah, man, so 1 week away from show day. I can't wait. This has been a weird prep for me because I feel like it's flown by, but it's also felt really long, especially these last few weeks. Like when we were at the Arnold, I was 5 weeks out then, and the time from then to now feels like forever, but it also went by so fast. Still debating what I'm gonna be doing after this show because Pittsburgh's in May. It's gonna be very tough to go from doing my first show in Classic Physique to becoming a pro right away. So I'd wanna do at least one more show to get more stage experience. I don't know if there's a show that really makes sense in between for me to go to, so I might just have to use that time to just really refine my posing, refine my routine. And of course, with men's physique, you know, I've gotten so much experience in that division that even if I show up there, I could still probably be very competitive, but I want to be competitive in Classic too. So I got to really hone in these next few weeks to make sure that my posing is crisp, dial down the conditioning a little bit more. But for this next show, I'm feeling pretty good about where I'm at. Yeah, I'm ready for this posing seminar. Just thinking about, man, like this prep and what it's meant for me, I try and reflect on every prep that I've done. And this one obviously isn't done yet, but still got a lot of work to do. Like I remember my first prep that I did in 2022. I just was not really serious about bodybuilding yet. You know, I kind of got talked into doing it by the guys who I'm meeting today to pose. And I didn't really realize exactly what is required to really dial in and lock in on a prep. I was kind of doing my own thing, you know, and just started to show up there and whatever happens, happens. I wasn't planning to win, but I did win. First place in every class that I entered. For me, it was like, shit, like if I can do that well, half-assing it, imagine if I actually tried. For the next year, wanted to go and try and make a run at Nationals to get a pro card. I was so locked in that prep, man. Like, I mean, from April till November, just dialed, never missed a meal, never missed a cardio session. I would do way more cardio than my coach wanted me to do just because I was so focused on the prep. And I really think about a lot of things that you do around the prep. So like as a content creator, making more content, getting lots of videos of me while I'm shredded, getting photos of me while I'm shredded, promoting my coaching business. I wasn't really doing much of that because I was just only focused on the end goal. And I won my class at both summer shredding shows, went to the national show, did not do that well. But you know, it's kind of like, I know what I gotta do. I gotta go back, I gotta improve. But then I realized that, you know, I would have a lot more fun if I did classic and could show more of my physique, my legs, my back. So I spent all of last year just destroying my legs, obliterating my legs twice a week for a full year to put myself in a position now to be competitive in classic and men's physique. You know, everyone always told me that my shape, my structure just lend itself better to men's physique, but I'm ready to prove them wrong. I'm ready to go on stage next week and really show if you want to work on something, you can outwork your genetics. You can become the bodybuilder you want to be. Still natural, not ever planning to not be. It's just me, my hard work, my grit, my discipline, my focus, and just laying it all out there on the stage, man. So let me get this pudding done. Let's get our posing in. I'll catch you guys at the posing seminar. Fun stuff. New Young LA just dropped. Oh my God, it is Young LA times the boys. I am so fucking excited about this drop. Yeah, bro, shit is so fire. Okay, so I definitely want to wear something like this. Fuck soups. I'm actually gonna go change. It's so crazy. The last few Young LA drops they've done have all been shows that I actually watched. So like Attack on Titan, one of my favorite animes, Yu-Gi-Oh! Classic, grew up with it. And then we got the fucking boys in here. Look at how dope this is, man. Billy motherfucking Butcher. Got a bunch of hats and I totally, absolutely just wrecked this box. Show you guys what this looks like. Very cool. Very, very, very cool hat indeed. Pretty dope hat. Just gotta flatten out the bill, but. All right, let me go change it real quick. Oi, Erie. Old man done took me wife and son. Hey kid, remember what I taught you? Don't be a I think I mentioned it the last semester. It's something just like this, a posing seminar 3 years ago, or coming up on 3 years ago, where I first got introduced to bodybuilding. Every time I come back from these, man, it's always a great experience for me to be able to just relive the memories of the journey that got me to this point. Today, the main goal is to refine the posing, really work on my back double bicep. That for me right now is my weakest pose, so I have a hard time sitting on my hamstrings. For 1 week out, gotta make sure everything is crisp. People are saying my posing is good, but want it to be great. I know it could be better, so this is one of the steps to go ahead and start doing that. Okay.
So like you seem like you're a little tight up in here, like just your traps flexing. If that happens to you, you don't want to do that pose. That slight offset pose, yeah, do the offset one. Perfect, that's perfect. And one thing you want to do is make sure your arms are kind of in the same spot. So when you have your fists, one fist in and one fist up, it looks a little weird. So make sure you're bringing your fist to the same part of your bicep. Like, doing this and then going into it. Try it one more time. That's really good. Perfect. All right, do the side chest again. So remember, everything's from the ground up. So lock your foot in. Yep. See how when you put that little bit bit of pressure on that quad, those lines fire. Yep, perfect. Get glute striation. All right, back double one more time. So remember, everything's from the ground up. So always set your feet first. When you're on stage though, you're not gonna have the time to like really sit. When you get into a quarter turn, say like you're doing a quarter turn, and then they go quarter turn to the back, you get right into it. You don't want to be like setting yourself up, doing all this theatrical stuff, because it's wasting time. You want them to see you in the pose the longest, so they don't care how cool it looks with your transition. They care about seeing you good in the pose. So get right into it. So practice from going from this quarter turn here, and then go right into the quarter turn to the back and get your lats right out. So hit this quarter turn first. Nice. And then quarter turn again. Right into it. You know what classic poses are at all? Quick, perfect. You're just keeping your chest up, arching your back. You don't have to lean because it's naturally putting your back further back. When you're here and you're leaning,
that's just making me lose them. I think
let your stomach stretch and get your chest up tall, and then hit the pose. It's okay to have a little bit of a lean back, but you just don't want to bend back. It's more of like keeping a tall chest. Yep.
Stand nice and big.
Perfect. That's how you want it, right there.
And that's honestly way less fatiguing for me.
Yeah, that's what you should be doing. I used to do that too, and it actually hurt me at a lot of shows. Like, it really did. It hurt my place because I'd see my back shots, and I'd be like, damn, like all these guys are making their backs look way better because I'm shortening mine, I'm bending too much, the lighting's not hitting me right, and I'm like, I'm beating myself up. So like one thing you could do when you learn how to pose is find ways to not beat yourself up. Get into the pose quick. Don't waste time in transitions. Like if you're doing a side chest, this isn't the freaking Olympia where they're letting you do all this stuff. Just get into the pose and hit it. If the pose looks good, that's what's gonna make you win, not you doing some tricep shake. You know what I mean? It's pointless. Give the judges as much time to look at you in the pose that they're judging. And that's the thing is you being able to pose without seeing yourself is gonna make you a better poser. We practice in front of the mirror all the time, and then you're like correcting yourself in the mirror. You're like, oh, I forgot to flex my leg. Oh, I can see it. But when you're on stage, you don't see that. You gotta know what it feels like. So you should be able to be blind and feel your body is in the right position. But you got it though. You're in a good spot right now, man. He's doing good. His physique's in a good spot. Just give him that.
Yep. Better balance night and day.
Good. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Transition's nice and smooth. I'm gonna give you a couple tweaks. Like I'm talking like this is like nitpicky shit because it looks so good. Your hands are different distance away from your waist.
Okay.
This one can come in just a hair. Yeah, you bring your shoulders forward. Yeah, it looks more aesthetic like that. Like it kind of like frames the physique a lot nicer. Bring the elbow slightly forward. Yeah, just ever so slightly. We're gonna bring this in just a touch. So
the wrist or the arm?
We're just bending the elbow so that the wrist is a little bit closer. It's again that diamond shape. Yeah, I don't think I have anything there.
That's good.
Yeah, you were in like when you hit it during the routine, I felt like maybe the hands were a little bit wide, but you brought them in the second time. As long as you keep doing that, then it's fine. Okay. The transitions were nice and smooth. So yeah, that's good there. Yeah, because I can still see the pec line coming over the back, so that's a good position right there. That Arnold pose looks a lot better now. Yeah, that's money. Yeah, good. Try to bring the elbows in. Yeah, you should feel the lats open up a little bit when you do that.
Oh, like this. Yeah, I feel that.
Okay. Yeah. Put a very slight bend in this knee and see if it helps you like turn the quads on. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's good.
I feel like men's physique is more likely, but I enjoy classic. And I feel like I do have the structure for classic.
I think men's physique's more likely now.
Yeah.
But I would maybe even say like down the road classic. Once you get like shredded, you diet down, like once all the body parts are even, that stands out more in classic.
Yeah.
You know.
Everyone's always told me that, I don't have the structure for classic. I don't know if that's something my legs are small, but like the guys in classic now that have done well are the guys that have that longer frame, like smaller waist, longer limbs. All right, man. Catch you, Cal. That is it, fam. Catch you all.